Hello and welcome to another episode of Hearth Hammer. How are you guys doing today? It's good. It's good. Well, we are a family-friendly D&D show called Hearth Hammer. We are adventuring in the world of Exandria on the continent of Wildmount. And we're so glad that you're joining us this evening, whether you're doing so live, watching on YouTube, or listening to the podcast. We're happy to share this adventure with you, and we hope that you enjoy it. Today we are on episode 30. My goodness, guys. 30 sessions in one campaign. Honestly, it's been the most fun ever. I've loved it. But you all... No, you're okay.
Mute yourself again.
Yeah,
But,
you can do it again. It's fine.
But you know, it's... you're all going to die, and that'll be the end of the campaign.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We all will.
Roll.
Not just the bard.
I would like
Fantastic.
I would like to
We shall
reroll
see,
a dwarf paladin, Oath of Glory, with some boots. His name would be Thurdane.
Thurdane. Okay.
Completely
Could just be
different.
Completely
Faradin,
different.
which is what everybody thought his name was.
That's true. That's true. Welcome to our lovely chat. We've got Ixley. We've got Mrs. Reborn. We've got everybody. So if you're not here, you should definitely find us on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, except tonight we started at 9:30 at twitch.tv/hearthandhammer. So you can also find us on YouTube. There's a link on the Twitch channel or in the show notes. And you can find the podcast at anchor.fm/hearthandhammer. And there will be links to Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon, whatever. So also, don't forget to check out our hashtag not sponsored yet, royalty free music and sound effects by monumentstudios.net.
Go ahead and hit him with a little
Studios.
taste of that, Seth.
dot
Go ahead and hit him
net.
a little taste of that Monument Studios.
Well, they got a little bit of it in the starting soon screen because that epic music was them.
Very true.
You know, we've got oceans.
You know, he had that battle music at the ready, which makes me a little scared for tonight. Like that was what he
It's
was.
always at the
He got
ready.
it very quick.
Let's
Okay.
be honest, it's always at the ready.
I was a little nervous. Third and perk up for sure.
As soon as I heard it.
It's the Pavlov effect. You guys are just conditioned to roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's gonna
Um,
do that and then be like, "All right, now it's RP, guys. Let's go."
Yep. But yes, please be sure to hit the follow button, like, subscribe, do all those good things so that you know when we're live. And again, Monument Studios, it's fantastic. They have an amazing app that is a soundboard. You can upload your own things. It's very inexpensive, and there is literally gigabytes of sound effects and music. And these are like high quality, like movie soundtrack music and stuff. So good.
It's awesome.
monumentstudios.net. So, with that, I think it's time for you to join us by the hearth as we forge a new adventure. All right. So, last time on Hearth and Hammer, the heroes traversed back to the caravan of craftsmen for the second day, searching the vendors for any hidden gems passed over the day before. While they did not find any more magical items, the crew enjoyed some refreshment from their favorite ale merchant, Dallin Forest Ward. The crew went to talk to Wiltix as well about the Underdark and commissioned him to make Jace another pair of dark vision glasses. As the crew left to return to the Hero's Haven and enter the secret tunnel into the Underdark, Wiltix's
Human.
hooded assistant caught up with them outside the gate, revealing himself to be none other than Skrit, the now free kobold, who presented Theoden with a custom-made bag of holding and a clue to their coming adventure. Heroes of Hubberduke, what are you doing?
I think we had just walked through
I'm
the door.
reflecting on my
Yeah.
nemesis that we met yesterday, known as Newman.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes.
We can't
old
forget Newman.
Newman.
Oh, he'll be back.
We had, if I remember correctly, DM, we had just gone into the Underdark. Correct? Told them we were going to knock 3 times on our if we, when we
That
came
is
back.
correct. You relayed a secret knock to your guard compatriots in the underground entrance of the Hero's Haven, and you plunged into the darkness.
Whee.
Let's go get killed. Hey, well, that's it. Let's go ahead and get this done.
Is there like a
Yes. No time like the present, I suppose.
Oh, go ahead, Lee.
can we see like a path at all, or is it because we came out and we're kind of like on the side of a big ravine, right? Or drop off or something, right?
So, if you recall, whenever you had Kellen and the crew clear out the tunnel, you eventually opened it up into this large cavern. And there were not steps, but kind of broken tiers and slopes that kind of went down into this cavern a ways. And the crew did place about probably 50 feet out from the door some like wall sconces, so that you do have vision from the door. It's not just immediately pitch black.
Gotcha.
So
So
Can I? Oh, go ahead, Lee. Go ahead.
I'd like to just start heading down those steps.
Before Lee takes off, can I show them the note that that Script gave me about
Yeah.
finding the Kabul
absolutely.
city?
So you pull it out and you show them the note, and you see this very basic kind of scratched handwriting that says, "Look for the Kobold city," and then says, "Your friend Skrit."
Oh, your friend.
Look at that, Theoden. Look, he's
Yes.
not. It says your friend.
I don't
He's trying
think
to
he
be your
said it to
friend.
me. I think he was saying it to y'all.
Why would he have given you the note if it wasn't for
Hey,
you?
gave it to you, and he gave you that fancy bag and then the note, and we suppose you're just best friends now. I mean, all the kindness we showed him, I guess, means nothing. That's fine. Whatever. It's not upset about that at all.
He wrote you a handwritten note?
Oh,
So
yes.
when did he learn to write?
It's more
He
than
barely
what Jace
speak.
could do. I know. It's
It's,
tough.
I'm
And what
quite
does the note say
calligrapher.
exactly?
It says that he's talking to you guys. Obviously, he said his friends, not me.
Well,
That we
I
are
know who he
to
gave it to. So.
we are to find. Oh my goodness! Never mind. I just rip it up, throw it. I just rip it. I just rip it in half and toss it over my shoulder. All right, let's get into the Underdark and get this killing.
I'll
of
pick it back up
wolves.
and kind of shove it down in
Yeah.
my pocket.
Theoden, do you have, and so you've got the bag of holding
Yes.
on you and,
Yep.
and equipped now. So you have that available to you. As
And I have all the stuff that
right.
Lee was.
I believe you did
having
get
us
all
pack.
of that back.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
As you all look, still standing in this ring of light, you see, it's dim light because it is leading into this large cavern, but you do have dim light for 50 feet from the door. You see Theoden kind of adjust the bag of holding over his shoulder, secure it in place just a little bit. Somebody roll a perception check.
I'll roll one.
I still have dim light, right?
Yeah, you can still see in dim light.
So okay, all right, I'll roll.
Yeah.
13 for me.
That is a 13 also.
It'll be higher for me. Perception would be a 24.
Wow. Okay.
Not that much higher.
Not that much.
Well, I rolled a 16 and I knew I had like a +7, so I had to do some math for a second.
Guys, he's rolling this because as soon as we go 50 feet, he will roll
Yeah,
a
yeah,
disadvantage the rest of the time.
I have a high perception, so I think even with my disadvantage, I'll be able to hear, decently well. But I won't be able to have that high perception rolls once we get in there.
You do see, as you all are kind of standing there, adjusting your gear, getting ready to go. Anwin is there, and she kind of flies around and is kind of just inspecting, and then she kind of adjusts her own gear and like tightens her belt and like pulls her sword out, puts it back in. She sees everything, and so, but what you see, and Jay says you're kind of standing close to Theoden at this point. You kind of get a better look at the bag of holding, and you do see that it's while it looks like it's good quality leather, it's definitely got a handmade quality to it, where like you can tell the stitching has been hand done, and it's uneven in places, but it still looks sturdy. You see a little bit of maybe whereas in a professional leatherworker would have used like maybe one solid piece. There's a few patches here and there, but overall looks good. The kind of flap that folds over the front of it, in the center of it, you see actually what looks like kind of a hand embroidered icon centered there in the middle, and it is actually it's with that higher perception and this dim light, you can still see it looks like it's got some color to this thread, maybe a little bit of a blue color, and it's a 3 claws with a gem cut over it, kind of like overlaid it, kind of thing. And that's what you see on it. So
Interesting. That's a fine piece of art he put on there for you as well. Got to admit, script is impressing me.
I shift the bag to the other side.
And that's a fine bit of art on there you've got there.
I
That's on my side.
I actually shift the bag to my back underneath my new blue cloak.
that's right. You do have a new blue cloak.
And I
where's
pull
your
my pink hat down?
Where's your shield at present?
Right now it's probably on my back.
Okay, awesome.
Just chilling.
So at this point, you've got the cloak that flows down, and you've kind of like slid it around behind the cloak, but because your shield's there, the shield's not that big, which is good,
Not right now.
because you're not that tall. And so but it still kind of like has that like effect on the back of the cloak if it's outside the cloak, where it the cloak kind of comes out from underneath it, but it's kind of like pinched against your back where the strap kind of rides across your chest for that as well. And so what you guys see is it kind of like you see as he takes that bag and puts it around to be a little more secure. You don't want anyone to be able to get to it. But it does kind of like produce this little bump in the back, like he's got a, fanny pack turned around. So.
Yes.
Yes. Third's fanny pack. I love it.
So anyway, Theoden, do you start walking, or what do you? You're just still standing
I would.
there, kinda?
Yeah, I would. I'm venturing at this point in time. Lee's probably already started heading out. I'll head with Lee.
Just for preparation's sake, DM, what are the rules on my fire spirit at this point, and whether or not he is or is not corporeal?
So at this point, you've been working with him enough, and your fire spirit is able to be persistent at this point.
Okay.
He's pretty corporeal, but you do see kind of on. Well, you tell me what small feature on him kind of glows a little bit.
And for those watching, real quick, not for my sake, but for those maybe listening, what is the definition of corporeal?
Physical,
Okay, persistent. He's there.
I believe.
Got it.
Hold on,
Yep,
let me-
that's for everyone.
Let me double check, because now you've got me questioning.
For everyone.
Thanks for
listening.
clearing that up for him, Austin.
Not for me. That's for
Viewers
in case
definitely
anyone
needed
else-
to needed
So
that cleared
corporeal
up.
means like it has a physical, tangible body.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least
Of
the,
course.
or at least the appearance. of it
Absolutely.
outside body.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
my fire spirit, the things that will always stand out the most with my fire spirit are its eyes. Probably no matter how it changes to become more and more physical, its eyes can maintain that glow. So right now, I would imagine that kind of the inner fur tufts of its ears are kind of lapped with fire. The very end of its tail and its eyes.
Okay.
So you
Awesome.
with its tail, you always get this slight.
Awesome. So you
light.
see this. You guys see his fox flame spirit there, whose name was
Agni.
Agni. Love it.
Mozilla.
So he's there with you at the moment, Pete,
Okay.
and kind of just sitting, waiting to begin the adventure. But the rest of you do see, a little bit of glow coming off of him. He's not producing light in a large amount or anything, but he's got that kind of glow in the eyes, where you can see the irises and the pupils, but it's almost like they're this kind of like glowing orange behind it, almost. So, all right. So yeah, your flame spirit is there with you, and Anwin, the frost pixie, is with you as well, and she's flying around and kind of slowly inspecting things on the cave walls as you are standing in this entryway. Heroes, are you moving forward?
I'm going to put on my dark vision goggles and proceed.
Fantastic.
Where did you come up with the set of night vision?
And
Those are fantastic.
at this point, I would probably be with Thurden, and I would just probably have a hand up on his shoulder, letting him guide me as I'm kind of holding back on using my light, so that we can have some sort of stealth.
And Rowan has grown up in fear, a little bit of fear about the Underdark and the rumors, because he's grown up on the streets and is always
Sure.
told to stay away from. And I tried to roll a deception on if I can keep it kind of together. And I did
Okay.
roll a 13 on that. So not bad, but
Okay.
I'm trying to pretend like I'm
So
fine. So
it's noticeable that you are anxious slightly, but you've got a good brave face on it. You're not. You've just become a little more serious as you've entered in. Like, okay, this is serious. We're going into the Underdark. So perfect. All right. So you all begin walking forward down this path. Like I said, it's kind of a broken, tiered, kind of, not steps. So they're kind of larger than steps, where maybe each of these tiers is kind of like, 10 feet or so across, and some at a little bit of an angle. Some have like slopes on one side, but you begin making your way because there is a noticeable path at this point.
I'm figuring we're probably gonna let Lee kind of take a forward scout role in this, just because Jace is kind of hanging on to me. So I don't really want to be right in the front with Jace, just in case I have to push him out of the way.
I was actually going to move because I can, even though his form isn't necessarily giving off light, Pete's fox is visible though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to move up quite a bit of ways, and not too far though where I lose sight of them. And once I kind of like check the area, I'm going to get out my map and just do some quick, jot down some quick things on it so that later on I can go in and kind of, build off of it, but just so I'm not losing track of, every turn we take and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So your Lee is kind of mapping things out. And right now the pathway that you're on is wide enough. I mean, you're in a cavern at this point. You're not in a tunnel at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So Theoden and Lee could both be going side by side.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back a little bit from Lee. Like, I'll probably keep him in my 60 feet of dark vision, but like, I want to, because Jace is on me, I don't want Jace to be up there just in case something comes out at us. I want to be able to position Jace in a spot where he's not directly in harm's way.
I better stand close here to Theoden to protect Jace as well, just to make sure that he's safe.
Yes.
If we want to just stand in a good tight group and go through here and just let the monks just go a little ahead.
I would normally go up there with the monk
around the cleric
as well, but we should probably protect Jace and stand close together here.
You're not normally so thoughtful, Rowan. Thank you.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay. So you guys begin heading down this pathway. At this point, you leave the light behind. And Lee, if you're leading, go ahead and roll a... Roll a nature check. Nature or survival?
Nature being intelligence.
I'm going to go survival. That's a 15.
Okay. So you with your dark vision, you're able to clearly lead them through the beginnings of this this cavern. You hear different echoes throughout the chamber. You hear, every once in a while, you hear what sounds like drips of water. You hear the footfalls of the group, the rustling of your armor, reverberating back every once in a while. You hear the flutter of Anwin's wings as she looks around, and she is... while curious, she is a little quieter than normal. And so she, eventually comes back, and Jace, she actually lands on your shoulder there, and kind of pats you on the side of the head. So.
Oh, I gotta change my underwear. Good Lord.
And she kind of giggles, and she said, "Oh, don't worry, it's just me."
Thank you.
Changing your underwear, not right now, Jace. Good Lord.
Has anyone
then.
lit a torch or anything?
No.
I have not.
At this point, I think we're just rolling by dark vision, and Jace is hanging.
Is it?
Okay.
Is it as terrifying as I imagine?
Jace, roll a dexterity check with disadvantage. No, what? I'll just straight roll.
I don't need disadvantage.
Let's say he's holding on to me.
Dex, that'd be a 3. That'd be a big 3.
Okay.
Take the whole thing down.
That was a straight roll.
As you are going and you enter this darkness, that immediate blindness of leaving a light source and then being in pitch black hits you, and you feel that kind of panic, even though you've got like one hand on Theoden's shoulder. You kind of have that sense of like, oh my gosh, I cannot see anything.
Yeah.
And you stumble a little bit into Theoden, and almost fall, but you don't. But you do stumble a little bit and kind of make some noise as you go.
This
So,
is terrible.
okay.
All right. I will continue to do my best to walk in darkness, but at some point I may have to resort to a light source.
Okay.
Can I'm gonna, while we're here, I'm gonna I hear him say that. Geez, give me a second. Perhaps I can do something about this. But I'm gonna try to cast a tiny produce flame in my hand, as small as I can make it, and just if I can't
sure.
make it small, then I'm just gonna put it out.
Are you talking about like a candle, basically?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a candle size produce flame.
Yeah, absolutely. You can produce flame and feed it or kind of pull from it and keep it small like that.
Oh, here you go, Jace. Here, you can just hold this. Just here, take that. I'm trying to hand it off to him.
Can I handle it?
Probably not. No.
I mean, I take it because you told me to, but
Is it working?
As soon as he reaches
Thank
out
you.
to hand it to you, and kind of lets go of it, it disappears.
All right.
Oh,
Well, that's
that-
not gonna work. And I just make another one. I'm
was-
kind of maybe
Alright.
it'll work better if you kind of step to the side and I'll step and walk here and yeah, I'll just try to light your feet from kind of in front of you so you can see. You don't have to worry about it so much.
Okay.
Just a little low to the ground light so I can make sure he can see where his feet are.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's excellent, actually.
I mean, I'm low to the ground anyway, so yeah.
Right.
Right.
Looking back from ahead of them, does it look like if it's going to make a difference whether they have a candle or a torch? Like, if they have a candle out, is it going to be any less visible than having a torch out that only does 10 more feet of light?
I mean, roll an intelligence check.
My strong suit.
At that point, we can just let Jace do
That
his
is a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're fairly certain there's no difference.
Okay. So I'm gonna wait for them to catch up before I take off, and perhaps if we're gonna have a light source out, I think as dark as it is, it's not going to matter whether it's a little candle or a torch. If it's easier for him to walk around with the torch, it might be better for that. I think we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be a beacon, regardless of
Either way.
how bright the light is.
I'm pretty
And-
sure
and as he
he's got
says
his
this-
own spell.
I was gonna say, as he says this, I just get a vote of confidence, and I'm just cast light on the tip of my staff.
Hold on, mate. Wait.
Nope,
Here,
he's
hold on.
already cast it.
Did it
just-
cost you a spell slot?
No, it's a cantrip.
Hold on. Put that out. Let me help you. And I touch him on his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on you. You'll have Dark Vision for the next 8 hours.
After he's already blinded us.
All right, thank you.
Well, listen, at least we only got this far
Pete,
before we
Pete,
figured it out.
Pete,
Yes,
roll
this is really
roll a
weird.
dexterity check. Do you have to touch him to do this?
Yes.
Okay, roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Can't see anything for a moment. Good night. Everything went black.
Okay.
Such a
Well,
bright
I'm
light.
sorry. I figured if we're gonna light fire, I might as well be able to see. It's really creepy.
12.
It is
Okay.
pitch
Um,
black.
Warn me
So,
next time,
He
Jason.
casts light on the tip of his
Sorry.
staff, and you're wearing night vision goggles.
Dark Vision.
So, yeah, or dark vision, yes. So you are instantly blinded, but you remember enough where he is that you reach out and you touch him, and you get you cast it with no issue. So
Does it instantly blind Jace when he gets dark?
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm still looking at my light when I yeah dark vision.
yes, Jason.
I'm like I'm blind again.
Everyone in the group is seeing that
Everyone's
after
blind. Okay,
image,
so I
and so
I
Jason turns
disperse
it
my
out.
light.
Okay, all right.
I would
Yeah.
like to roll a perception check once my vision's kind of clarified, just to see if it looks like anything's. If I can see
I'm gonna
anything
be
that
right
might have
there.
noticed us.
I'm gonna be right there with you because I'm cautious right now.
We're a bunch of idiots, and I love it.
Okay.
That would be a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay.
You
That beats
don't
my 7.
see anything that. Yeah, it does a little bit. You don't see any creatures. You don't hear anything other than just kind of like I said, the shuffling of feet, and the quiet rustle of your gear. You don't hear anything beyond that.
So Jace is no longer holding on to me, correct? Now that he has his own vision.
Well, I
But
don't know,
you
Jason,
do
let
feel
go?
someone holding on to you still, and it's and Rowan is.
Yes.
Oh, is this not what we're?
Oh. Rowan, are you still protecting me?
Bard, are you all right? So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pull my
Okay.
shield.
Okay, so
up
what's the-
around. I'm gonna-
Now what do I see now that I can finally see? What am
Yeah.
I looking at now?
Okay, so now you can see with dark vision. Because it is pitch black at the moment, you can see 60 feet, and it looks dim.
Okay.
So you have this kind of dim awareness of what's around you. Everything is in kind of shades of gray, without the light. Even though it's not painfully bright, the glow from the eyes and the ears and the tail of Agni are beacons. In where before you had this ability, they were just kind of little spots. They're a lot brighter now. It's not illuminating the area, but it's just like I said, they're much easier to see now. But you see, stalactites and stalagmites, and you see kind of like this cavern that looks like it's kind of winding its way forward. It looks to be about 60 feet across on average, as it kind of moves forward, but kind of at an angle to the left, as you are kind of going down at a gentle slope at the moment.
I'm gonna continue forward and just doing what I'm doing is.
At this point, with Jace not holding on to me, I'm going to go ahead and pull my hammer out, and I'm going to close the gap between us and Lee.
Sure.
I'm not necessarily as worried about being close up to the front now.
So with that, as you guys walk, all of you now can see in the dark, but only, again, with 60 feet out, and it's very, very gray. But you see, like I said, there is a pathway. And the pathway is about 10 feet across. And it is winding its way through these larger stalactites and stalagmites. And on the most even surface, you get the sense that this was a roadway that was used by the denizens of who had been employed by Stallmast and his crew. So
Hey, looks like this might be the way. Might be the path for the answers we're searching for. I say we follow
I
it.
believe you're correct. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We've already made it this far.
I'm gonna just go
Might
ahead
as
and
well
pushing
keep
on.
going. What my grandpa
we
always
haven't
said.
made it very far. It's only been about 60 feet. I can still see the torches from here.
I mean, roll a
Is,
perception check, Pete.
A lot has happened.
You've been walking for probably half an hour.
Well,
now.
Oh, okay.
I can now
thought
see,
it was
so
so
like
it
just
feels
out.
like
Yeah, is Theoden? You said you're trying to keep pace with me.
I'm closing the gap between.
Okay.
Like, I'm not staying back and letting you on the fringes of my vision anymore. I was just
Okay.
trying to keep from walking into something with Jace blind on my shoulder. So now I feel a little more comfortable. I'll let him, instead of like 40, 50 feet out, I'd probably close it to like 10, 15, maybe even 20, feet
Okay.
at the most.
So
Hey, can I tell that
is
Rowan
he
is actually
is he dashing every
nervous.
action to try to keep up with me with his little legs, like sprinting?
No, he's
Because my
not.
movement speed is twice of his.
I mean, if you're going your full speed,
Yeah, I'm going my full because I'm trying to get up.
Well, you're stopping every now and then
Yeah.
to jot things down. So
Yeah, I'm trying to
It would
get
be
up
difficult
there.
for me to
I would
gain
say
on
that
you.
he would be able to catch up with you during one of your stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a 17.
And can I actively tell that Rowan is distressed?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh,
So
the first
those
one's a
are-
nat 20.
That's the only time I rolled that
the
20s
second-
against Seth.
Yeah. Well, the second one was a 10, but I have a +7, so 17.
Okay.
You want me to roll a deception?
Roll a deception, or if you want.
Didn't he already roll one there?
Well, it's
That
been
was
it's been a
bef-
little bit.
You can. I can now see. I don't think I could see earlier when you first rolled it.
It's an 18.
Mm.
Okay. So as far as you know, he seems serious, but that's about it. Like he's just
Okay.
alert, paying attention.
Well, now that I can see, I would probably drop back to the back of the group so I can keep my eye on everybody and keep an eye on the rear.
Okay. So are you so what's the marching order now? So we've got Lee in the front, scouting ahead. Then we've got Theoden. Are you dropping back? Like who's next? Is it?
I'm
Pete?
probably right there with Theoden.
Okay, so you're with
I think
Theoden.
Pete. I was gonna say I think the four of us were all in one little cluster, so I don't think he really has to fall back more than where he was probably already at.
Sure. So if Pete's Pete and Jace kind of bringing up the rear a little bit, like
Yeah.
not too far behind you guys, and Agni, of course, is there. You guys hear more than see in the dark, Anwin. She'll take off from Jace's shoulder, and you hear her fly up to where Lee is. And Lee, she kind of peers over your shoulder at your map. Ooh, that looks good.
Thank you.
Roll a roll a dexterity check.
Ooh. 18 plus
20.
4. So that's 22.
Okay. Yeah, you are nailing this map making. You're like, man, I am so good at this map making. Yeah, it looks good. You feel it's accurate. You feel it's coming along nicely. So cool. All right, so you guys continue on in this manner for a few hours. Actually, there you do see every once in a while what looks like within the range of your 60 feet dark vision, not pathways per se, but like openings. So, like I said, you can. The road clearly continues on.
Just like little notches in the side of the wall.
Yeah, well, yeah, or just like dark spots towards the sides where, like, maybe between these two stalagmites, it's just dark. You don't know if there's more wall back there, or you don't know if there's anything else. And the cavern itself kind of grows and then shrinks a little bit and then grows. But as you get closer to the end of 2 hours, Lee, roll a perception check for me.
That's a 14.
Okay. Pretty soon you start to hear a sound. Kind of not a rumble, but kind of just like a constant noise.
I'm gonna stop and kind of put my hand out up behind me, kind of tell everybody else to stop. Am I able to hear it any clearer?
It just kind of sounds like almost like a white noise. Like
Okay.
a constant kind of like kind of sound. Just constant.
I'll move back to the rest of the party and ask them if they can hear it.
Listening.
Okay. Yeah,
Can we
somebody
hear it?
else. Yeah, somebody else roll a perception check.
For me, that's a 5.
These dice are nice. I got a 19 plus 0.
24.
Okay. Yeah, as you catch up to Lee, everyone who rolled above a 10, you do hear this low level sound. Not sure what it is necessarily. Who rolled higher than that?
No, Jace
I had a
the highest
24.
one.
24. Okay.
I had a 19.
Jace, you're pretty
You rolled
sure.
hard.
You're pretty sure it sounds like rushing water.
Is it water? It sounds like water to me. Can anyone else hear that?
It could be. I think we can continue heading then. Heading forward.
Of course.
So I'm gonna keep moving forward, but a little bit more cautious. I'm gonna slow down my pace a little bit and just start sneaking forward.
I think all I hear is Rowan's heartbeat. It's like
That thing's beating out of his chest. I think he's ready for battle.
Yes. He does seem amped to be here. Amped to get into the fight.
Yes.
That's the spirit.
I'm ready if anything were to attack us.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So you guys continue walking, and as you continue walking, you do start to hear the sound grow louder. It does kind of grow. While it's constant, you get the sense that as maybe you kind of move, you do realize you're kind of twisting and turning in this cavern. This road isn't exactly straight. And it does get louder and quieter a little bit. But you start to hear rushing water, and it does sound like a river of some kind.
Yes, it does seem like we're heading toward water.
Yeah, it sounds like a river of some kind.
Yes. It's interesting.
Just gonna keep heading forward until
Okay.
we hit it.
So soon enough, within about the third hour, you do come out into a larger cavern. The one you've been kind of traveling in had narrowed to about 20 to 30 feet across. And as it starts to get louder and louder to where you can no longer hear the sounds of your footfalls or your gear rumbling, you just hear the sound. And as you step out, it becomes clear that there is this larger chamber, and coming from the left-hand side, the rock face kind of travels around in this large curved section, and you get the sense that that the water is kind of coming across in front of you. You kind of see now. You kind of going down a hill, but again, you guys still are in pitch black, and you just hear this constant as you hear what sounds like a river, underground river, within about 100 feet of you.
Keep your wits about you. Whatever's under here is going to need a source of water, so we might run into living objects near a river.
What? The river so... What are you... Can you speak up, Thurden?
I'm going to finish off the bard myself.
I can't... The water is so...
I think he said the water is living creatures. I don't know. He packed ale this morning.
Okay.
At that mention, I'm going to pull my water skin of ale out and
Water skin.
take a little sip.
Exactly.
As I see that, I pull out my coffee. It is good time for a break.
No break. I
So-
just needed something to knock off your voices.
So you all
Of course.
continue down this slope, or are you just standing there? What are you doing?
I'm going to keep
I'm gonna
pushing.
continue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
continue-
If it's a slope that looks slippery...
It doesn't, actually. What you see, this path going down the slope kind of turns and goes at an angle, and then
Okay.
kind of switches back and goes at another angle. and you see that you do. Again, you're kind of going around these kind of rock formations, and outside of your field of view, you can no longer see the walls. You get the sense that this is a much larger cavern. But the water is clearly in front of you at this point. After, about 10 minutes of kind of going down this path again, you do see just movement going from left to right in this kind of large, dark shape. As you look around, you do actually see what looks like some kind of glowing algae and stuff as you get closer to the water. You couldn't see it as you approached because it's kind of all on the side of the rock formations and stalagmites and stalactites. It's kind of on the side facing the water. But as you can go moving forward, you begin to be able to see further ahead in this dim light, to where you each have about 120 feet of dim light at this point. And you do see a river. It looks to be about 30 feet across, a pretty good-sized river. And you see at the end here, you see kind of a cleared, flattened section of the cave floor. And in that section, you see some barrels. You see, pieces of lumber, and then you see what looks like some sort of dock.
I'd like to go investigate it.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
While he's doing that, someone watch my back. I'm gonna gather some specimens, and I scoop up a little bit of dirt, and I scoop up some of the glowing algae. Take both.
Yeah,
I'd like to kind of look around, just like, I guess.
I'll just be kind of on guard, watching them all.
That's a 17.
Okay. So, Lee, as you get closer, you do see, actually, that tied to the dock is a boat. It's a kind of flat-bottomed boat, if you will. Looks like it's meant for carrying cargo on a river. It's about probably anywhere from like 7 to 10 feet across, and about kind of 15 feet long. It does look like it's some sort of it's more than a raft. Like there are kind of walls on the sides of it, but they're not high. You can tell that it's something used to haul cargo.
It's like a ferry.
Kind of, yeah. But not just like I said, not like a raft ferry. It's more like a barge almost. So, along that, as you continue to look around, you do see kind of inside of this barge, you do find some poles. There are 4 stout poles that are about 10 feet in length, kind of down in there.
Do I notice anything in the barrels?
You notice that there are what looks like old, maybe food stores of some kind, but they are definitely rotted. One of the barrels has been cracked open on the bottom, like something kind of broke through it.
All right.
So.
Well,
Hey guys,
Go ahead.
I found this boat over here. It looks like this is what they were using to get around. I'm gonna go ahead and look around, see if the trail heads anywhere else or if it stops here. And see
Rowan,
if there's
actually,
maybe
roll a perception check, since you were looking around.
15.
Okay. So as he's inspecting that and then begins to talk, you have noticed actually that the path does go down towards where this dock is, but then it does kind of skirt along the side of the river. It's much smaller, much narrower, but it does look like there was a path of some kind going into the darkness downriver. So,
Lee, it looks like there is a path that goes down into the darkness, but it's quite narrow. Might have been an old path that has been withered away. I'm worried that if we were to take that path, we could easily fall into this river here.
Yeah, well, I'll head down it just a little ways to see if it leads anywhere else, and I'm going to head about 150, 200 feet down.
okay. Are you doing it quietly? Are you
Yes, I'm going to stealth.
roll a stealth check?
Because you asked.
And I'm going to use my ring.
Okay.
That's much better. That is a 22.
Okay.
Me knock off the...
Got to have those magic rings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, easily enough, you stealth 150 feet down this path. It's not a flat, even path like the rest of it was. This is pretty narrow, 5 feet or so. It does look like it kind of goes up and then kind of down and then kind of like up to the side of the... as you go, basically the river tunnel itself narrows, and it's more of a underground river tunnel as opposed to the large cavern behind you there. And this path is kind of carved into the side of it. Again, pretty narrow. Sometimes it opens up and is wider spaces. It's not like a sheer cliff face into the river necessarily. It is kind of like elevated above, and there's a little bit of about a 10-foot slide down rocks and stone. There's even in that 10-foot slide at a slope of an angle, there's kind of different rocks sticking out, stalagmites, stalactites, kind of sticking up, connected to the ceiling. But you can tell it's the pathways there, so
Okay.
it definitely does not look as well made as the path that you've been traveling on for the last 4 hours or so.
All right, I'll head back to everybody then.
Okay. All right, so you move back. You find the group. What are you guys doing?
I'm
We're starting
watching
to look
over
at
them while they're doing.
I
what they're
wanna-
Looking
doing.
at the boat.
Yeah, and I want to look at the water and just see if it's normal, like safe water, or
Okay. You can stand on the dock and reach down and touch it if you want. It's
yeah.
seems
Fall down dead.
cold.
I was waiting for something to like grab me.
It seems very cold water.
Okay.
You get the sense this is mountain water. That's flowing
Okay.
from somewhere up high, coming down into this underground river.
All right, the water seems frigid. Probably would not recommend drinking it though, but it did not take my
roll-
hand off.
I'm going to roll a nature check.
Okay. What are you trying to
I
find
do
out?
not know. Well,
Okay,
I do know that runoff and caverns are normally really, really good to drink. They're very clean typically. But I rolled a
But
4,
Lee-
so I don't know
Lee's
that.
not really thinking about that right now. So, I mean, as far as you know, it's safe.
But I'm going to trust Jace. And I'm not drinking it.
Okay. All right.
I think
I'm having Third and over there by the boat with me, and we're gonna start to kind of look at the boat because we're thinking like if this is the path we got to take, we're probably gonna have to hop on this boat.
Sure.
So
Hey,
Third
it's-
and Third and
I-
let's go take a look at this boat.
Hey, Pete, you all right by yourself?
Pete, what are you doing? Standing on the dock? Standing on
He just took
the...
his headphones off.
Oh. Pete, are you standing on the dock, or are you standing on the kind of like landing at the bottom of the path here before you
I
go on the
didn't.
dock?
I didn't think I had gotten to the dock yet.
Oh, sure. You roll a nature check, Pete.
I think it's 3. No, it's 4. I believe that is a 13.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough, you've been able to collect some samples of the glowing algae, and you found some dirt here and there. It's not. There's a lot more stone and rock in this cavern than there is dirt, but you found a little bit. So, sample collected.
Excellent. And I'm kind of keeping him with Jace because I know his dark vision's finicky. I've at least got the goggles, so.
All right, so I'm gonna if he's done collecting the samples and he's with Jace now, I'm gonna head off with Rowan.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you guys go down, inspect the boat. Again, it's about 10 foot wide by about 15 feet long. Very squared off a little bit. There's no tiller or any kind of sail or anything like that. It's pretty much just kind of a platform with some not rails, but kind of walls that kind of come up, and then there is in the back what looks like some sort of chair fastened to it. But the rest, it's like I said, there's these 4 long poles. It looks like for navigating the river.
It looks like we've got 2 ways depending on what the monk found down the path. I'm for one, I'm not too keen to jump on a boat, but these dwarven legs were made to be in the tunnels of a mountain such as this. But will whatever's easiest for the group.
Well, it's not too far across. We can see the other side.
Hey, I'm
What is
talking
on
about
the-
heading down the.
So the other side
river.
looks to be, there's a little bit of cavern, but it doesn't necessarily look. It's more of just like the wall, so it kind of just
okay.
like slopes up. There was enough that if you were to try to get across, you could, stand up there, maybe explore, but it doesn't look like it goes back or anything into more tunnel.
It doesn't look like there's, anything on the other side of the wall. It looks like what we have to do is take this boat and go down river.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being able to see in the dark with these things.
No, yeah, it's okay. But I'm guessing I'm able to figure out like how this boat works pretty naturally. Like, seems like there's a chair that's fastened in the back that might be able to help us navigate, and then the 4 poles, something that there's enough of us to help push
Easy enough,
forward,
yeah.
to help direct.
Yes.
I think we're gonna have to take the boat.
So
Yeah.
once I
believe you might be right.
get back, I'll say. So we can take the path, but it gets pretty narrow. Might end up slipping into the water, or if anything happens, there's not a whole lot of room for us to defend ourselves. We'll be in a single file line pretty much. I think our best bet will to take the boat. If the path does break off at one point, I'd like to stop there and try to follow and see where the path goes, but I have a feeling it's just going to continue along the river.
I'll be honest, I don't think we're gonna have much control over this boat once it hit the water, other than just keeping it off the sides. Stopping may be up to the gods themselves to stop us once we get going.
Yep.
Well,
seems that's the only way
And
forward.
let's ride into battle with the ferocity of the heroes of Huppadook on our
Is
paddle
that-
boat.
Seth, is the water like rushing or is it just flowing? Because the boat had to get here somewhere. Or
Sure,
somehow.
it's
I was thinking the same thing.
it's not like a rapids by any
Okay.
means.
Right.
It is moving at a decent clip.
Okay.
So
And once the boat gets going, it's not going to be the easiest thing just to stop so you can sightsee.
there is rope on the boat as well.
Rope tied to the boat, or just
well,
rope
the rope there's
along
rope,
the boat?
so there's like I said, there's 4 corners, and on the basically the dock kind of sticks out into the river, and then the boat is on the downriver side, and there's basically 2 ropes that are fastened to the posts on the boat and posts on the on the dock, and there looks like there's a gangplank that you guys have found and been able to kind of just step across. It's not a far step. It's maybe 5 feet. To get into the boat.
So is everyone in agreement that this is what we're taking?
Yep. Come on, Agni.
Yes,
This is what we need to do.
I believe so.
Go ahead.
Okay, who wants to help us navigate by? And the chair in the back is fastened to the boat. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
I'll be the
Yes, it
last
does-
one
it does
to
look
get
like
on
it's
the boat.
fastened, so
By the way, I'd be the last one to get on the boat, very hesitantly.
okay.
Is there any like rudder back there, or is it just like here's a chair, it's attached to the boat?
Roll
Okay.
a intelligence check. Roll an intelligence check. For me.
14 plus just a raw intelligence check. 0.
What? Oh, 14. Okay. Yes.
Yep.
You said 0 as the
I
final
said 14
number.
plus,
I was
zero,
like,
plus
wow.
0.
I was like,
I was like,
wait,
14
wow, how'd
plus
you do
zero.
that?
Okay.
If you got a negative amount, you could do it.
We were all
That's
in
how
awe of that.
dumb I
I was
am.
like, wait, I'm not sure what's going on.
Not only does he have a negative modifier, he also has negative proficiency.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so sorry, what were you asking again? You totally threw me off with that.
About the chair. I was just asking about the chair.
Oh, you get the sense that more important figures might have sat in the chair while other people did the work.
Oh, I think this chair is a spot for me on this boat as we navigate it downriver.
Erden, would it make you feel better if you, smote the chair on the boat to start?
Yes.
If I
Hey,
what?
and I just walk up and smash the chair with my hammer.
Roll. an
I nat one
attack
on puncture in this, guys.
with
No.
I
disadvantage.
know,
gonna
I
try to
know. That's what I'm
stop him.
thinking.
With
I'm gonna try to stop him.
disadvantage.
I'm telling you, I
Okay.
do not roll nat 20s unless you tell me it's at disadvantage. You have
Same.
gotten some juju over my dice.
Good.
Ah, come on. All right, this is not that bad. 9 plus 7, so 16.
Okay. And you were gonna try to stop him, Rowan?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
Oh, a 13.
Okay. So, Rowan, you go to try to smash this chair. And
I go to
You-
smash the chair.
you definitely damage the chair. But you realize as you hit it that it's actually like wood, but with like metal brackets on it. And so it doesn't fully like just smash. But, it would be less comfortable to sit in at this point.
I
Might be
don't
some
think we need to
splinters.
be swinging this hammer at the boat, Theoden.
Hey,
This is already an
Yeah,
old
I
boat
mean-
that we're taking downriver.
Yes.
Hey,
I
there's
believe what
there's
he's trying to say
there's
is
a path just
this
fine
boat
right
cannot
there.
handle your strength. This boat cannot handle your strength. All right. Perhaps we should allow it to get us safely where we need to go, and probably still don't destroy it. We may need it to come back with.
I'm gonna say,
More
hold
than
on
I
one second,
die this
guys.
way.
Hold on. And I'm gonna walk up to it with a needle, the chair, and I'm gonna bend over, kind of like cover my work, and I'm gonna cast mending on it.
Okay. So, Theoden, you turn around. Are you watching him, or are you just kind of like paying attention to other stuff?
Well, I'd be watching what he's doing. He's walking up the chair I just hit.
Okay. So,
Do I need to roll like a sleight of hand check to hide the
Mm.
fact I'm casting?
I mean, I'm gonna know it's fixed when you walk away.
Yeah, so I mean, like it's fixed basically as he.
I'm gonna glare at him.
That is incredible. What kind of needle is that?
It's a old monk trick.
I'm gonna glare
That's
Make a
impressive.
deception check.
very, very angrily at Lee at the moment.
Now, I pull out the letter from script that third and ripped up, and I'm like, it's not like upholstery, but can you do anything with this?
So I take it and I put the needle through it once, and then kind of turn around again and cast mending again.
Okay. All right.
Okay. He hands it back. I'm like, oh my lord, this is incredible, and I rip it and tell him to do it again.
How many times
You can only do it so many times.
Did you read the note first?
No, I wanted to see
Hey,
this
I've
happen
read
again.
the note.
So
Alright.
I fixed it again and hand it back to him.
Oh, excellent. All right, this time I will not do it again. It's very impressive.
Well, what does the note say?
The note says we have to
Oh,
go
yes,
find the Kobold City.
Must find the Kobold City. Yes.
I already told you this. Oh Lord.
It says we must
And-
find the Kobold City.
More.
I'm gonna put the needle up and just kind of whisper the command word and turn it back into the dagger as I sheath it.
Okay. Easy enough. You're able to do that.
Okay, everyone, we need to get the show on the road. You know, we're here in this boat. We got to take the boat down the river. There's no other option.
I sit in the
All right,
chair.
let's go.
So we know that if this is based on like strength, I'm not very strong. We know that obviously. So if we've got to balance the strength of each side, who's gonna sit where?
I'm sitting in the chair right now.
Yes. Excellent. If we hit
Uh,
anything,
if-
then
in
try
all
not to fall
honesty-
out of the chair in the water.
If we're trying to balance it, it would probably be best to have Theoden sit out.
That's fair.
Well, he can gauge
reality,
I'm
yeah.
sure he can gauge his strength.
I grab one of the sticks up.
Tell you what, I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna be at the front left with one of the sticks.
Then I will
I'm gonna
place
be
myself
at the
back
front right. I'm gonna be at the front right.
Okay. All right. So you
I
guys all
think
get
Jace
in.
is gonna take. Yeah, I think Jace is gonna take
This
that
is
other
back
spot.
left. Back left, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
The pitfalls of streaming from a garage. I had a bug fly in here and land on my keyboard.
Nice.
Only minorly panicked.
So his notes say,
Yes.
I
I
completely
need a
forgot
Hearth
to be.
Hammer.
I forgot to take notes.
Yeah, I haven't taken any notes.
Okay.
Even when I DM, I'm terrible at taking notes. I have to take my wife's notes to figure out what happened. I'm just not a great note taker in general.
All right, I'm gonna pick up one of the poles and say, "All right, if everyone's ready, and isn't Lee behind me
No, I'm next to
Jace
you.
is-
next? Okay, Jace.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of push off the shore,
Yes.
and kind of get the boat. I'm assuming we picked up the rope, and we have the rope on the probably next to the chair.
Okay.
Third sitting.
And
Thank you,
I
bud.
like to believe we do it perfectly in sync.
I'm eyeballing Lee the whole time with a dirty glare that I'm sitting in this chair.
Okay.
When I notice this, I just say, Theoden, I just wanted to make sure you had a comfortable chair to sit in.
All right. So you guys get in the boat and you release the ropes and head down the river. And we'll take a short break.
"This boat is the
All
new
right.
doors of D&D."
All right.
We will be right back.
insulated.
All
like I
right,
seen the
and
sun.
we are back. I hope you enjoyed the music in the break because it was also provided by Monument Studios. And the name of the track is called Unexpected Paladin.
Yep. And Noah, also known as Lee, said that he had a full-on dance routine for the break.
I did.
He
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
I didn't see it, so I think next week's break he's gonna practice, come back,
Mhm.
do it again for us.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Excellent. I like it.
So if there is one thing that I really enjoy, it is the fine arts. And if there is one thing I'm really bad at, it is the fine arts. So
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay. Perfect. 1 second. Real quick. Because I need to change something here.
I think Hearth and Hammer would be the title of that quest line for me, though, Noah.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Just for my
It's- yeah, it's got a little bit of romance to it, depending on how you look at it.
There's
Oh,
no.
yeah, it's
Now
very
it's starting
romantic.
to spin. It's
Very
starting to
romantic.
spin really bad now.
All right.
You have
I
to
don't
do
know
it
what you
now,
mean.
Seth. You have to make that part of this campaign.
No.
Yes.
We'll see someday. We'll see someday. Maybe everyone will find out.
Yes. Trying to see what I can say that's just vague enough to make it real weird.
Yes.
If you may want to make it real weird, just tell them about it.
Do it. Yeah, I mean, I could just say
That's
what
a
it
little
actually
too
is.
weird.
Just have the
Right,
same
we wanna have the
conversation we
right-
had when we were muted. Yeah, and then
We want to have the right amount
do
of
it.
weird.
Do it, Seth.
Are-
We'll
are we
impregnate
ready?
it.
Okay.
wait. What?
I
Yep.
don't know what you're talking about. Here we go.
All right, let's roll and kill some stuff in the
Yeah.
Underdark.
So as the heroes of Hupperduke leave the dock, push off in their boat, they are floating down this river, underground river in the Underdark. And who is standing where? Who is sitting where?
I'm probably going to be getting up as the boat starts going because I'd be
Okay.
very uncomfortable just sitting there without any ability to really move on my own.
Okay.
I'm going to be in the top right hand.
And I was thinking
So
I was
like the
paddling
front-
bottom left, but I
front
could be wrong.
left.
Front
Did I hear
left.
owlbear? Or did I not?
I'm back left.
So
Oh, is there an owlbear?
Up front, it's me on the left, Rowan. On the
Okay.
right is Lee, front right, and then just behind me is Jace, and then opposite
Behind Lee
Jace,
is,
opposite Jace, and behind Lee is Pete.
and I'm probably
Third
standing
is
in the
standing
middle.
Okay.
at the ready.
Okay. So you all begin floating down the river. And as you continue to move, you just hear this rushing water. Somebody make a perception check.
I'm at the front.
Okay.
I have a passive perception of 13.
Why don't you
Did
just
that
do
give
it?
me anything?
I have passive of 15, but if we want to take what I just rolled,
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
it will be an 8.
I rolled 13.
Nat 20.
Typical.
Okay.
So
As if
27.
his perception wasn't high enough already.
So you continue down.
I just just dropped it into and looked over.
Sure. So you continue down the river for a good half an hour. And you see, stalagmites and stalactites and Jace, you can see as you go that the path on the right-hand side, which is the side that you came from, you do see it come out every once in a while. Kind of like it's kind of winding in and out of the wall there. Sometimes it comes out. Sometimes it looks like it's obstructed by, this cave, rock formations and stalagmites and stalactites that are connected all the way from floor to ceiling, kind of weaving in and out of it. But it looks like it's following the path of the river for the most part. But yeah, you continue on down the way for about half an hour, and then you continue on again till you get to about an hour. And about an hour down the way, you see what looks like a widening in the river. And you see what looks like kind of like an inlet, where that looks like there's kind of like a natural stone shelf, and what looks like there may have been some sort of like camping ground. Not camping ground, but like a flat area that looks like maybe used for kind of like rest and whatnot. With natural 20. That's what you get.
Yeah.
But you can see what looks like different stalagmites that are kind of sticking up with like rope hanging off of them and everything, where maybe like other barges and boats have kind of pulled up into this area. So somebody roll an intelligence check.
All right, I'll roll one.
I will do it. I know my intelligence is garbage. I'm not mitigating. I'm just
Mine is it'll be an 11. 11.
3. I probably can't even see over the railing.
Okay.
Doesn't even know what a railing is.
So, Jace, you recall that Pete bought something to keep track of time. Pete, you don't remember
Pete.
this.
Pete, didn't you buy something that helps us keep track of what time it is, even way down here?
I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. Let me check through my items.
Yes, I thought I remember one of the shops. I thought
keep
you
it in my
bought
pocket
some
now. It's
sort of
this-
gizmo.
It's this orb of time. Oh my goodness gracious! We've been
What
down
is-
here for quite a while.
How
So
long?
you do realize that it is getting quite late.
And
It's
how long
probably-
does my vision last, Pete?
You can see for 8 hours since the last time I touched you. I cast that spell.
So it's been
all right,
probably it's been probably 5.5, 6 hours, close to that.
All right.
Since you traveled and found the boat,
All right.
investigated around, and then you've been traveling on the river for about an hour. So
Now it says I can determine whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime outside. Is that like
It
there's
is
4 quadrants
nighttime.
and like a stick
yes,
that goes around?
Yes,
Okay, so
exactly.
it's nighttime. It's a little bit into the nighttime. Should probably
Excellent.
we could fairly easily. I hope maybe if I could see over this, take a break somewhere. Get some dinner and supper cooking. Both of those separately.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes, I believe I've seen a few places that we could stop off. Of course, I don't believe we can get back to them. Perhaps we'll find another.
I would say this is probably happening before you get there. Like you can kind of see it down the
okay.
way. You're not moving at a tremendously fast speed. I mean,
Yes. Okay.
is
So
this
should we
someplace
pull
you
over
wanna
now?
try to
We
stay?
go
Yeah,
left or
or-
right or?
Okay. So you
Where's-
begin to maneuver the poles. Everybody who has a pole, make a dexterity check, please.
Good thing we didn't have Theridin on this.
It'd be a 17.
17 for me as well.
21.
Waiting on you, Pete.
Is this a dex
Does Pete have the pole?
save or just a dex check?
A check.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He got a
Pete?
10.
10.
Oh, okay.
We didn't hear you at
So
first.
that's,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay,
With
I
the
said it
three
like
of
3
you,
times. I was like, oh,
easily enough, you're able to, push over towards it.
Can I just grab the rope and jump off? It's tied to the side.
You could.
Just kind of be the anchor for the time being.
Well, I mean, you could do that, or you could try to, like I said, you're basically moving over towards this landing over here, So yeah, you
Yeah, when they get close, I just
You
want to
get
grab
close,
the rope and jump
there's
off.
like I said, there's these like
Gonna help them bring it in.
stalactites and stalagmites kind of sticking out, and yeah, they're right there.
All right.
So
Yeah,
you
I'll
reach out
jump off
grab
and
one.
tie it off.
Okay. So you make a
Athletics.
no. Let's make a
No, let's see. Let me
Perception
look at
check.
third. Yeah.
Perception.
yeah for Theoden.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, I get +0, so 18.
Okay. You do see as you get closer to the landing, it's not moving as swiftly over here. So you're fairly confident you could either reach the side or maybe jump out. You still don't know how deep it is.
Oh no, I'm gonna jump from the boat to the land as soon as we come.
As soon as
Yeah,
Okay,
as
okay.
soon as we come in.
So you're
like,
gonna
I'm gonna
come
get
to
off
close
of the
contact.
boat and then help them pull it in towards the landing so that
Okay.
we can tie it off.
And then you're gonna try to tie it off like on one of the stalagmites or something.
Stalagmites, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So you
Yeah, I'm
jump
not
off.
staying on that boat any longer, and I have to.
Roll a dexterity check for a jump, or no, athletics. Make an athletics check.
Yeah, 17 plus 7 would give me 24.
Okay. So you begin to tie off the boat. Anyone else jump off to do the same?
Yes.
Okay. So you both jump off, start to tie off with these stalagmites nearby. How about we roll for initiative?
Of course we do.
Yay! I get to mess stuff up.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not sure which dice.
All right, that'd be a 13.
Aw, come
You go
on.
with tiny dice. Tiny dice, come on. Okay. 14.
18 for me.
So I rolled the nat 20, but I only get +1.
All right. Good job.
Stupid.
It's
No
not
dex.
gonna be high enough to beat my natural 1.
No.
You still get a plus modifier for that.
Yeah, I get a 5. I got 5 total.
Hey, the tank finally gets to go first.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let
Those
me
are my
load this
useless
up.
nat 20s. I can't do this in combat.
I know. I've already
Even
rolled 2.
roll
I know it's not going to happen in combat, though.
Yeah, I'll roll it for some dumb things. Intelligence check on whether you see that chicken over there or not. Third
Does this
rolls a
chair
nat
look
20.
like something I could smash?
Yeah. But third rolls
Yeah.
a nat 20. You're pretty sure with a well-placed strike you could crush it. I'm thirded. I know I can crush it.
You really know you could crush it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. All of my nat 20 hits will be against furniture, watch.
Right.
Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, I'm guessing he's setting up an owlbear.
I am.
Yeah. We're gonna smash some stuff. We're gonna smash some stuff.
The awesome thing about the dark vision spell is it is not concentration, so
Nice.
Yeah, that's why.
nice.
you don't
Yeah.
just randomly lose it in the middle of combat.
That's good.
I'm blind.
That would be horrible.
That would be bad.
He casts a spell
That would be pretty
instantly.
bad.
Jace goes blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like trying to think of something to like light up the area for Jace, and I'm like, we really don't need to light up
Well,
the area.
well, Jace, Jace
Right.
can throw light whenever
I can light up.
because he's got a cantrip.
Yeah.
Jace does have some cantrips.
Not that I'm not about to light up everything anyway.
Nah. although light wouldn't be bad because I'm gonna guess whatever lives down here, light is not their ideal circumstances to fight in.
Yeah.
You never know.
16 drow warriors descend upon you. Well, rolling for tomorrow, boys.
Yep.
Too easy.
This
I got
last,
like 6 flurry of blows now.
the last
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Only
of the Stream,
16.
Meh.
the last 40 minutes of the
Only.
stream is character creation for the next campaign.
You guys ever
All
want
right.
to do this? Stay out of my way.
I will, because I can't go before you, so.
Thank goodness.
Or else I would most definitely be in your way.
I know I don't need spell components, but if this requires spell components, I've got an idea.
Were
Yes,
they able to
yes,
tie the boat off?
Yeah, you guys were in the middle of
I
tying
was
it off.
saying.
Okay, so the boat was tied off. Great, that's good news.
So I shouldn't set the rope on fire.
That would be a bad idea.
No, probably not.
Aridin would be happy because then we'd have to go via the.
Oh, we'd be on
path.
land then, yeah.
I would probably just turn into an octopus.
We would have to
Okay.
be on land.
Why not a whale so that we
Because I can't turn into a whale, Austin.
Yeah, you gotta think about that challenge rating.
can? What other large water-faring animal can you be?
Water.
A large. How about a
A
seahorse
fish?
or a reef shark? It's about 3 feet long.
I mean, I could ride the shark. That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay,
I think
we're
later
burning-
I can
let's
turn-
burn this boat.
Y'all can switch
Burn this
places
boat.
in the water. In the water, you could ride him, but on the land, you can carry him. Just like throw him at people.
Later, I think I can turn into a giant
Sharkpedo.
seahorse.
Oh,
Yeah,
I could ride. That could be my mount.
Sharkpedo with a P-E-A-T, Sharkpedo.
Yes.
Sharkpedo.
We need fan art right now of
Yes.
Seriously.
riding a
Right.
reef shark.
Riding a reef
We
shark
had
that's
something.
Pete.
What is your signature thing again, Pete? About like when you transform to animals, you have that.
I think it's like Pete has like a slash in one of his eyebrows.
Mm.
So it's
Oh, he's gone.
Okay,
just-
so
He's
there's-
gone.
Lost.
Pete's gone.
He's gone.
Oh no.
We lost Pete.
What?
He's frozen
No.
completely.
I'll play for
All
him.
right.
First thing I'm gonna do is
There's-
turn into a
No,
whale.
he's gonna be
There's
so-
the owl
Yeah.
bear.
So anyway,
Right there.
There he goes.
Pete has a
He's back.
slash in his eyebrow.
All right, to the
We
owl
quit
bear.
Discord so that my internet stops crashing.
Well, you have to do the owl bear.
Yeah, I know. I did.
Oh. Yeah, that's a rickety little boat. I would have got on that thing. Good lord.
Already did.
Who was Ogre Zombie?
That would be the audience.
Jace? Oh.
No, I just now joined.
Ranger extraordinaire? You're a cleric, bro.
That
You're
was
very
that was from the
confused, sir.
last one.
You're very confused.
I just updated it. Goodness.
Cleric extraordinaire. You is. Who's who?
Okay.
What?
Sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for the delay.
Not Thirdin. Well, we
we
know
go.
who that is because everybody else is accounted for. Okay, Rowan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everybody's accounted for.
Actually, Thirdin. Sir, my name is Thirdin Chairbreaker.
Okay.
Dawn.
Put yourselves where you were supposed to
Does
be.
he break dawn or chairs? I'm confused.
Wind.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
So you were by one of the rocks tying things off, right?
Yeah, I guess if you're going up top, Lee, I would have tied off the back rope. Then.
What's the damage of one of these poles if I were to
Launch it.
It would probably
swing in a large arc?
maybe
15-foot reach.
I would say it'd be pretty unwieldy, but I would say it would maybe be a staff with
1d8.
you'd have disadvantage on it. Any attack rolls with it.
Perfect. I like where this is going.
Nice.
Only our bard says something like that. Great. Disadvantage on an unwieldy weapon? That's what I'm going to fight with, guys.
Yes.
I will be helpful this round. Lordy.
Okay.
I do have a quick question for you on how you do extra if we have 2 attacks. Do you do they both have to be melee, or can one be a spell and one be a melee attack?
Unless you have, I think, Battle Mage, but they both have to be.
I was just saying because I
They,
think
have, they both have to be the attack act. Like, has to be an attack action, which casting a spell while
cast
on
an entire
your
action. Right?
isn't while casting a spell is an action. It is not an attack action. If that makes sense.
So I cannot cast a spell and also swing a sword.
Correct.
Yep.
Good to know.
Hold on. I need to find my encounter. Okay, what you had a what, Theoden? 20 what?
21.
21.
I had an at 20, but I only get
Pete.
+1 to it.
I believe it said 18.
18. Lee was the 1, so we'll plus what?
There's a 5 total.
5 total. Rowan,
14.
14. And Jace,
13.
13. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. Okay. So, make sure I get this right. Okay. So, what you see is the stalagmite that you went to tie the rope off to comes alive,
Of course it does.
and these tentacles start coming off of it. They basically, as you get off and you both start to tie it off, it happens against both of you simultaneously.
Oh, that's not normal.
And yes, so we're gonna go with. Hold on. Where's the one that I'm trying to find? There it is. Okay. 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 So, here we have the tentacle creatures. And so, this one up here by Lee actually goes first. And is going to use grasping tentacles, or grasping tendrils on you. Let's see. Okay, that is a 22.
It's
Okay. And then I think the only other one that hits is a 16.
that hits. Yeah, armor class is 16.
Okay. So 2 of these tendrils reach out, and they hit you. Okay. And roll. Roll a d20 for me to see if you are grappled.
Do I add anything to it, or
It's
Right.
It's just a grapple check, kind of.
okay? I got a 15.
Okay, awesome. Make one more.
I got the natural one again.
Okay, perfect. So
He's like, perfect. This is
the
what I
first
wanted.
tendril comes out, and your reflexes are like, whoosh, and you slap it out of the way, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know. But then you're stunned for a second at like, this rock just shot a tendril out of me, and it grapples you with the second one.
Do these count as missiles by chance?
They don't.
Okay.
So you are presently restrained, have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and this creature cannot use this tendril on anyone else. So then what happens is it tries to pull you, but you're already close to it, and it is going to make a bite attack on you.
Ooh, he's gonna say some attacks.
That would be 22.
22 hits.
Yes. All right. Perfect. So you are going to take. Ooh. 20. Hold on. Let me change this. Because that. Come on, give me my thing.
I think you're laughing at what I'm laughing at too. Is it Ixley?
It's actually got
Okay.
me on that one.
So,
Nice.
Oh.
indeed. Lee, you take. Hold on, I'm thinking about this. 16 points of damage
Okay.
Ooh.
from this bite attack.
It's a good thing me and you jumped off. Then we got that figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Rowan would already be dead.
Theoden, you also get an immediate. And actually, I think I did this a little wrong.
We'll forgive you. You know what? If you took too many attacks, Lee can take them. I don't need them. It's not a big deal. I'll let him take it for the team.
One is also going to Pete and to Jace from this one.
From which one? The one next to me?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I knew you wouldn't be able to handle them on your own, so.
That thing's
Oh,
got
it doesn't want to
reach.
grab me and bring it in close. I stink. I'm a dwarf.
Okay, so
Huh.
Theoden, you're grappled with the 22. Well, not grappled, but you have a tendril reaching out to you with the 22. Roll. Roll to see if you're grappled. It's a 15.
Just like a no strength modifier, nothing, just a straight roll.
Just DC for escape.
19.
Okay, so you do not.
You grappled.
Yes.
Oh man, I was okay with it pulling me in close.
Well, you're already right next to it because you reached. Basically, you're trying to tie the boat to it.
I was
So,
running through my head of all these awesome one-liners when it pulls me in. I don't
So
even get to use them.
Jace and Pete, both of you roll as well because
Oh.
it hits you both.
Except that I perceive it coming, and it's a perception roll. Right? Not. Yeah, probably not.
I like that one. That was good.
I tried. It's strength, right?
No, it's just a DC 15 just to roll.
It's a 7.
Hey,
Even the
say-
perception wouldn't have helped me.
Okay. And Pete.
7.
Okay, so both of you are also restrained. Theoden, it is going to try to make a
I didn't know
bite
you were a
attack
hugger.
against you because you are next to it, even though you haven't been restrained.
I'm like, Theoden, it wants a group hug.
It is going to pull Jace and Pete basically right up next to it. So Pete, you're going to get pulled there. Jace, you're going to get pulled there.
Hello there.
Don't anger the DM, Bart.
All right. So Jace, you take... Or no, Theoden.
Yes, he bid against me.
Hold on. I didn't roll that correctly.
No, you're okay. Do what you need to do, brother.
That would be a 12.
That does
He
not
does not hit you. So he goes to bite you as he's pulling in these other people, and he misses you. So. All right. It is now top of the round. Theoden, what are you going to do?
I mean, there's only one thing Theoden can do.
Well, sure.
I will roll for an attack.
Perfect.
I will hit him twice with me hammer.
Did you say Pete got grappled?
Yeah.
That is a 25.
So Rowan's still just sitting on the boat?
Yeah.
Yes. Rowan's just sitting there watching.
Oh, actually, real quick, Seth, before I make that, I do that first
Okay.
attack, can I speak my word
Speak
into
it.
my shield? Okay. I lean down and I whisper to my arm and I just say, Splinter. And then it flies up over my head.
Perfect.
Spans out, nice glowing ridge around it. Now it's about the size of the shield I used to carry, but it's in the center is that.
But it's basically floating around you, and you see this kind of divine energy protruding out a little bit to make it appear a little bigger, and then you attack.
So I attack with both hands on my hammer. That would have been a 25. I think it was the first hit.
Hits. Roll for some damage.
Oh yeah, I need to get that out. It's not a D8 now; it's a D10. It's 8 plus 4. That's 12, and of course, where would we be if I did Divine Smite as well?
Where would we be?
Divine Smite. If I can find the D8, maybe. Okay, so 2D8.
All these dice now.
Yes, 2D8. And that was only a level 1 Divine Smite. 4 plus 4, so 20 damage on the first hit.
20 damage. Nice. Not 230. 20.
No. Yeah, go ahead and mark that down, though. You can kill him and
Yeah,
the other
there you go.
Okay.
And then for the second attack, it is not as good. A 19.
Misses.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, boys. Okay. So I hit him with that one hit then.
Okay.
What?
He's got a 20 armor class then.
Oh,
Write that.
all right.
How does a stationary object?
It's made of stone.
It's a very stony-like creature.
So I get advantage because I'm used to beating on stone as a mountain dwarf, right?
Do you try to move or anything?
Oh no. Oh no. I am right here on this thing. And that was my entire turn. That was my action. in my bonus
Perfect.
action.
It
No
is now
movement.
Pete's turn.
Do I get to make strength escapes at the beginning of my turn, at the end of my turn?
At the end of your turn.
Okay.
Also, Owlbear hasn't updated on Twitch.
Is that
Well, that's too bad.
as an
kidding.
action? I have to make them at the end of my turn.
No. So you're grappled or you're restrained, which means that like attack rolls against the creature. Hold on. Your speed is 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonuses to speed. And your attack rolls have disadvantage,
Uh-huh.
and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Great. So,
Don't
and
get caught by this thing.
And strength checks.
so Agni is going to teleport me 15 feet away.
Okay.
Ooh. Nicely done.
Where 15 feet away is from 5, 10.
So you're going to
15.
command Agni to run over to you and teleport you.
Yes. So I've placed myself. I will move.
Move your Agni.
Erase all, please. Thank you. All right. So that would put him about here. I'm going to cast a second level spell, Moonbeam, upon this creature.
Now, hold on.
Since it is
When you have him teleport, is that your action?
bonus action to command him.
Okay. Perfect.
So for my action, I'm going to cast a second level Moonbeam, which get to it, is a concentration spell. But shape changers make saving throws with disadvantage, and it has to beat a DC, whatever my spell casting, DC 14 Constitution
This is not
save.
a shape changer.
Well, I cast it anyway
Okay,
because
go for it.
I think it's a shape changer.
Isn't there an explosion if your thing teleports?
Yeah.
But if he's 15 feet away, it's not going to affect anyone but him.
Well, it explodes on the boat,
Yeah.
and you have to be within 5 feet to take damage. So, actually, no, it would take damage.
Because it was tangled by you, and it ran up and teleported you.
Correct. But also from where Agni was anyway, that was still within 5 feet.
Okay. So then also Theoden and Jace need to make...
We get dex roll.
No, because from where Agni was on the boat, you
Well,
could
no,
access.
he wasn't teleporting to you. He was running over to you and then teleporting you away, correct?
Yeah,
so
but
it's where-
from where he was, which was here, and where
Right.
where I am, you have to be within 5 feet of where it leaves to take damage when it teleports.
Right, and you were down here.
I was here.
No, you were here.
Was I? Did I get moved?
He pulled you.
Oh.
Yeah, you were here below him.
So your pup would have had to basically jump off the boat to you and then
Okay.
teleport you away.
Okay.
So the guy,
we
I
can
would be
take
within
that.
5 feet, right? Dangly, so I'd have to.
Yeah. What was the
It's a
dexterity check?
it's a dex check, right?
Dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, I get +2 on
That's
that.
my spell
And-
save.
okay.
And what was the spell
So you
save?
got to beat a 14.
Okay.
Take a little
Sure.
bit of damage.
So this is not a very dexterous creature.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
So how much
You
damage
said I
does it
got to beat a
take?
14?
Yeah, you got to beat a 14.
Oh, I don't beat that. I got a 13.
Alright, so how much damage do we take
A
then?
D6 plus proficiency bonus, which right now I believe is 3. You'll take 5 damage,
Okay, I can
and
do
it
that.
will take 5 damage if it fails.
Perfect. So this
So
would
now,
be-
Moonbeam.
I'm not very dexterous either.
Where is it? For Moonbeam, it needs to make a Constitution 14 saving throw. Or
Constitution?
Take. Yes.
Okay. This isn't like has to be outside or anything, does it?
No, I cast it within a 5 feet cone, 40 feet tall. So I'm casting it right, or a 5 feet sphere, 40 feet tall. So I'm casting it right on top of this thing.
Okay. So it fails its Constitution check.
Okay.
So what?
Then
How
it's
much
gonna
damage?
take 2d10
Nice.
radiant damage, which is 7 plus 8, 15.
15. Nice. Great roll. Awesome. Okay. All done?
I think that's it. Yep.
All right, Rowan, you're up.
Unless I can move, in which case I'll move.
Oh, try. You can try to escape the grapple.
Would I not have escaped it when I teleported?
Oh, you're right. Just kidding.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna move a little. I'm gonna move a little further away, like maybe down here, and
Okay.
Agni can also run with me.
You
She's
see,
gonna
there's
move
actually
speed.
some bones over here.
Up
Oh,
next to the bones. You know
no.
what? Maybe. There's
ahead.
bones everywhere.
You're grabbed by another creature.
Pete, do you make any sort of noise when you see all these bones?
Not sure if any of you can tell, but there's kind of bones everywhere.
I'm
Look at
trying
the
to make
bones.
sure mine aren't joining it.
Okay.
then.
My turn. After seeing everything that just happened, tentacles flying, grabbing people, pulling them in. There's a moment of panic on Rowan. And he's trying to get his bearings and notices that there's 3 of her friends on the bottom side, and as I see Lee up top, grappled by this creature of tentacles, I'm going to go ahead and bonus action cast Hex on the top creature. You
Okay.
foul beast! And I'm going to use that. So, and I get to use that once without having to cast a spell slot for it. So it is
Perfect.
hexed. And then I will run and jump off like towards the boat on this rock face here
Okay.
and strike it once as I land here.
Okay.
So the natural 1 for my attack. So 8.
Okay. All right. That does not hit.
Okay. I do have a second attack now, which is exciting. So I'm
Okay.
I
go
swing
for it.
in a whoosh, and then I'm
Whoosh.
going to actually try to swing down for my second swing
Hey,
onto
hold
the
on.
tentacle.
Tell you what. Roll a dexterity check. Since you rolled a natural 1, just roll it. Give me a 1 dexterity check.
13 plus if it's a
Perfect.
just check
So
plus 13.
you whiff, but you slip on the rocks, but you land on your feet, so you're fine.
Awesome. So then I'm going to swing down on the tentacle that's wrapped around, like when it's stretched out, not like at Lee, but at the
Okay.
tentacle.
Roll for an attack.
15.
Misses. Tendril. It just kind of hits it and slides off of it.
Hey, you've got to hit these things hard.
I guess I stand at the ready to
Okay.
die.
Shoulder to
Perfect.
shoulder, ready to accept your fate.
I love it. Okay. So, Jace, it is your turn. You are currently grappled
Yes, so
or restrained.
Mhm.
Excuse me, not grappled, restrained. The difference.
difference in. What's
Well,
the-
just there's
what's
a
the
difference. Is that attacks, any attacks that you make have disadvantage.
Okay, my plan was to grab a hold of the tentacles that are holding me and cast inflict wounds. Do I still have disadvantage to grab it?
If it's an attack roll, I
No.
think.
If it's an attack roll, then you do have a disadvantage. If it's a
Okay.
if it's a save for me, then
not.
no. Okay.
All right. Okay, then in with that knowledge, I will cast Toll the Dead, which would be a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. Awesome.
And this one is injured,
Yes, yeah. So it'd be
just so you know. Yeah. Now that I play a cleric, I'm,
So
I'm
it
learning these things.
it
Yes.
fails its save.
awesome.
How much damage do
that
you
will
do?
be
It's 1d12 now.
2d12. Yep, just be 13.
13, you said, sorry?
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Now it is one of the creature's turns.
Oh,
So this creature is going to actually roll. Roll. This creature is actually going to attack with its tendrils. I think we need a different dice. Let's see. It's going to try to grapple Rowan. That would be a 20 something. I'm assuming that you were caught. Whoosh, you're restrained. Okay.
He doesn't get to roll.
Yeah,
roll,
that you made us roll.
Yes,
Just
roll,
a
roll
D20.
for it.
Do I have to beat a 20-something?
No,
This roll?
you don't.
A 3.
Okay,
So-
you are restrained.
Just a normal bar
Yeah.
fashion. In normal Rowan fashion. I would feel like when he gets grabbed, it would be by the ankle, so he trips and falls and then gets lifted
He
into
hasn't
the
tripped
air.
and fallen. The tendril actually comes
I'm
up
way
and
too dexterous for that.
wraps. It starts wrapping around him. It starts like pulling on his arms a little closer to him. Okay, so now there's 2 for that.
On my turn, did I have a chance to get away, or would that have been action?
No, you did. Sorry. Go ahead and roll to see if you could get out of it at the end of your
You have to
turn.
break it.
What?
Well, no,
was a
actually, no.
strength?
That would be an action.
I
Sorry.
was gonna say that's
Would be an
the
action.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
Yeah, Rowan should just left with the boat.
Okay. Also, this one is actually going to try to hit Theoden.
Which on the 1A?
A, and he does whip a tendril out and hit you with it. Give me a roll.
Oh, I need to roll for.
Sure. I'm doing this probably a little not correct, but it's okay.
17.
Okay, so it slips off you.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
He's gonna try again though.
Oh, he gets 2. Okay. So
He rolled a natural 20.
What? Just a hit or?
Yeah, to hit you. So I mean, it's just with the tendril though. So see if you
Oh,
can
you
get
rolled
out
a
of this
nat
one.
20.
Yeah, see if you can get out of it though. I'll say with disadvantage this time. So roll 2 and take the lower.
His adamantite shield doesn't help at all.
What helps with the nat 20 hit?
Well,
I
it's
think, but I don't-
27 is the to hit roll. So
I got 18 was the lower of the 2. I rolled an 18 to 19 on that.
okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
so he's still, this other tendril slips off you. He's gonna try to make one more.
It's dice. It's keeping me alive right here.
Okay, he's
Yep,
gonna
it's
hit you
your
with a
bane.
26.
With the hex, since he's grappling people, can I say that I gave him disadvantage in strength checks?
Sure.
I rolled a 17 17 on this one.
Okay, so he does not get you with his tendrils. However, he does at this time. What does he
I'm like the only one that would be okay with somebody pulling me in close.
do? Yeah.
With the disadvantage on the attacks.
Everybody else is like, I've got some stuff I could go take some damage away and do
All
some
right.
damage.
So it is now going to make a bite attack against. We're gonna go against Lee because he's the first one that it already had here.
I only
Okay.
tickled it. I didn't do anything to it.
That's a 24,
24 hits.
Okay.
Just barely.
and he is going to do
What's up with the nat
28
20?
points of damage.
I'm going to use my ring to half that.
Okay. So half it to 14 points of damage.
Seth, the next thing that attacks me, you don't care. Could you roll a nat 20 just so I can use my cool shield ability?
I mean, I did roll it, but unfortunately, it was not a damaging.
It
ability.
wasn't a damage attack. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Sorry, I tried.
I will allow you to roll one more against me.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that was 14 against Lee. All right, Lee, it is your turn.
Finally. Right. I'm going to make an attack on it with my
Go
needle
for it.
of mending.
Your attack has disadvantage.
Neither of those would have hit anyways.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do unarmed against
Okay.
it.
With disadvantage.
All right. That is going to be a 21.
Okay, that hits. That was with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 27. No, 26. It was a 19 on the first one.
Okay.
So I do 1d6 plus 4, and I'm also going to do expend a key point and do stunning strike. So it has to be a DC of 13 of Constitution. That was a 6 for the damage, so that's going to be 10 total damage.
Okay, let's see. 10 total. Okay.
Liam's like, I may have just TPK'd my party. Nobody's hitting these things.
No.
I am. Finally.
What was the Constitution saving throw? It
Hold
fell
on.
or
Just say what I think it's.
And what? Just say what you want to say.
He got some really cool 6th level things that he's able to do, including some like hidden bonuses for certain spells.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, what were you doing? 10 damage, you said?
yes, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It does, what were you doing? Stunning strike?
Yes, so 13.
Okay. Awesome. It looks like it is stunned.
Nice. Does it drop its restraint?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do flurry of blows for my bonus action. So do 2 more attacks.
Okay, go for it. You still have disadvantage, though, on both of them.
Okay. The first one misses. Second one misses.
Okay.
A stunned creature. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Would that
Okay.
nullify the disadvantage?
It would be a straight roll.
Okay. So I think both. Second one would have missed still, but the first one would have hit.
Okay. What was the first one?
It was 15 plus 7.
Okay.
And that's going to be 9 points of damage.
All right. I like it. Okay. Sorry, guys. So the to break free, it is a strength check, by the way. However, it is at disadvantage.
Okay.
So
Just check or
And
saving
you-
throw?
both, and you do have
Okay.
to. Well, no, it's a
It's a
it's
strength
saving.
check.
It's a saving throw. No, it's a saving throw.
Okay.
Or excuse me, it's a check to get it out of the restraint, but it
Mhm.
does take an action.
Okay.
So. Okay, so that's the end of your turn?
hmm
Perfect. Okay, so the next one is now going to go. It is going to
Is
roll.
this one? Is this B?
This is
Thing
B.
B?
Yes.
When a creature enters a spell's area for the first time, or starts its turn there, is engulfed in the radiant damage
From what?
from my moonbeam.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I don't know if because I cast the spell, if that's the first time, and then once it passes my round, it'll do it again.
No, it starts its turn there. So, okay. So you are. So is it a 5-foot cone? You said.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a 5-foot circle.
Awesome. Okay, so then he is going to move right here and get out of that because it hurts him. But he does take how much damage?
2d10 on a failed Constitution save of 14.
Okay. He makes it.
Okay, so it'll
Is it
take
half?
4 damage instead of 8.
4. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So then it is going to roll. Let's see. That's going to be a 22 to try to hit you, Theoden, with one of its tendrils.
Okay, I just
hold
roll
on.
it.
Let me check this real fast.
Isn't it like a contested strength roll?
It is, however, let's see. I've been doing it a little wrong. Apparently, you're just grappled if it hits you. It's not an immediate thing.
Okay, so that's against
But I've
my
been
armor
doing that.
class.
Yeah, but I've been doing that, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna stay consistent. So I'm gonna let you roll, but it is with disadvantage because it is a strength check, but it's with disadvantage.
I'm telling you, I will never roll one of these without having disadvantage or being something stupid. 15?
15. Okay. It really wants to get a hold of you, though.
Oh my god.
So 20.
Get him.
Oh, it's going again. Okay.
Yeah.
With disadvantage?
Yes, disadvantage.
Okay, that was an 18. That is a 12.
Okay. You are also restrained now. And the last one that it's going to use is going to go against Pete.
This one
Good
can reach me from
lord,
30
it's got
feet
20?
away.
It has a
Yeah,
50-foot reach, actually.
Holy
Okay.
crap.
Wow.
That's a 23. So go ahead and roll a strength check with
Just snatch
disadvantage.
me like, yeah.
Oh, was I supposed to be rolling a strength check? Could I add my strength modifier to that? Because that would have made that last roll 19.
I haven't been doing it for everyone on the
Okay.
initial one, but I will say you can use that on the one if you try to break free.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
rolled,
I had my massive strength modifier.
rolled 2 9s.
2 9s. Okay, you have been grappled.
Is it going to pull him back in?
Yeah, it's going to pull him back in.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And Pete is actually going to do a bite attack on you.
Great. Just what I want the first time I cast a concentration spell.
Yeah. Oh wait, so Pete
Oh,
Pete
no,
is within
advantage,
5
actually.
Pete is within 5 feet of me though, right?
Yes.
Maybe. He is, and I hope that you're ready to do something because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my gosh. Now, my adamantine stuff does not deflect for them, right?
It
It's
does not.
just me.
Yes, correct.
That's okay though. That's okay.
So, yes. This is going to be a lot of damage. I'm just telling you. That's 34 points of damage.
Oh, I only blocked 14. Or I'm sorry, 13.
Okay. So you're using your ability, your reaction to block.
My reaction to with my shield.
Wait, 34 minus what?
Block. 13. I blocked
13.
13 of it. I rolled.
So
I rolled a 10.
21.
Yeah, so I did
Okay.
max. I could block was 13. That's what I got you.
All right. Gotta love that paladin ability.
I'm looking up what DC I have to beat to maintain concentration.
You see that much damage.
Constitution.
So
Ouch.
34.
Well, he only took a 21 though, right?
Yeah, I only took 21.
So yeah, so 21. What was it halved? So 11.
You-
To maintain
10
concentration.
or half the damage you take, whichever
right.
number is
So
higher.
11.
So, well, we normally round
Or
down.
excuse me. 10.
But it is I do get to use my Constitution bonus, so that's nice. Doesn't
What's
matter,
that
it's a
like
9.
to have a
Okay.
concentration bonus?
So
+1.
Moonbeam goes away.
Angry now.
These things are like the anti-heroes of Upper Duke.
All right.
Like-
So that's its turn. Theoden, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to.
What you guys see, by the way, is what looks like a stalagmite with basically large gaping jaws and a single big eye, and it's these 6 tendrils that are whipping around it.
With my bonus action, I would like to cast Divine Favor,
Okay.
which is a concentration spell. Up to 1 minute. Prayer empowers me with Divine Radiance until the spell ends your weapon's attack. Deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then. Now I'm at disadvantage to attack him, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So if
So then-
something gives you advantage, it'd be a straight roll.
No. I'm gonna attack him then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that. The lowest was a 14. That gives me a 21.
Okay, that hits.
And that I'm going to use a second level smite,
Do it.
Hit him.
Hit him.
which should give me 3d8 plus a d4 plus my 1d10 plus 3.
Do it.
Oh, it landed on 0 and then rolled the 4. Okay, so that's 7 on the basic attack, and then. Okay, 7 plus 12 plus 7 more, so 7 plus 19 is 26 plus a d4. And I got a 4. Okay, so that's what I say the first one was 26, so 30 damage.
Nice. So you
That was the first attack,
light
right?
into it, and it seems to wither as it gets hit, but it's still there.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him again. Okay, plus 7 is a 22.
Okay, that
With
hits.
disadvantage, you hit a 22.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Well, I got a plus
Oh,
7 to
Lord.
it, so.
All right.
Hey, I
Doesn't
did
have to
too, but
be-
I rolled a
Yeah.
1 and like a 5.
Oh no! Dude, I'm telling you, this dice roller, I'm pretty sure it just sets it on the high number.
Yeah,
I actually rolled
I
my, I actually
printed it
rolled
like that.
my daughter's dice that time. which
Oh,
was
nice.
Super cool.
Roll
Um,
your damage, sir.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna use another second level spell
Okay.
on smite, and so that's gonna give me 1d10. That's 6 plus 3, 9 plus 8 and 6 is 14. That'll give you 23 plus another d8. 5. I said 19 plus 5 gives me 24 plus a d4. That's 3. So 27? Does that sound right? Did I do that math right?
It sounds like a number.
Close
27.
enough.
27.
How do you destroy this creature?
Yes!
Oh my gosh, I burnt everything I had. So the first strike just rings true, and as I pull back with both hands, I just scream out to Morden and just slam and try to just smash through to the rock underneath.
Awesome. You do, in fact, and it this rocky creature just smashes into the ground, and the tendrils kind of and go limp, and it is destroyed.
As I literally just burned everything I had on that one.
There's another one.
That's the end of my turn because I used my bonus action for divine favor. So
Well done, Thirded.
oh
I
gosh,
say as on the ground.
I'm coming, bud.
Perfect.
And then can I
Pete.
use my movement?
I got him right where
Yes,
I want
you
him.
can.
to move. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Move here.
Okay, perfect. Pete, you are up. You are free of the restraint. Strength once again, goes into your limbs, and you don't feel at disadvantage.
Great. Man, what do I even do? All right. Well, so Agni's gonna move up to beside me.
Okay.
And do a. Well, I can find the right page that I had him on. Move beside me and do Flame Seed.
Do
which
it.
will be 1 attack at it. That's my ranged spell attack, which I think is. What is my ranged spell attack? It's +6. That's a 15 +6. That'll be 21. And we'll take 1d6 plus 3 damage. So that'll take 7 damage. And then
Perfect.
Pete is going to cast a 3rd level Scorching
Fireball.
Ray. I don't have Fireball yet.
Fireball.
Everyone around it gets
Everyone
hit.
gets killed.
Yes.
3rd level Scorching Ray. So 3 rays of
rays?
fire
Perfect.
fly at this thing.
Is it if it's an attack roll? I think it's with advantage because it's still stunned.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, this one is.
So I
stunned.
roll 6 d20s. Hold on. I got them. I got them all right here. Oh, geez. I'm dropping them.
Just don't roll all 6 at the same time,
All right. Huh?
because then you don't know which ones are for which.
Well, I know. That's what I'm going to do 2 at a time. Actually, I do have pairs of them. But I won't. So the first one is a. That's not going to hit. Second one. That's a 19 plus 6. So that will hit. So that's a 1 hit.
Yep.
Third one is a 17 plus 6, so that will also hit. So
Sure.
it will take 6d6
Okay.
with an additional 2d8, because at level 6, with my fire spirit alive, all creatures take an additional d8 of fire damage anytime I
Love
cast
it.
a fire spell. So
wow.
6d6 plus 2d8. Let's see what this does. All right. Someone help me count. That's 3 6s, 2 5s, an 8, a 4, and a 1.
28 for the 6s and 5s.
5
What,
plus 5
what was the
plus,
rest?
8 plus 2 plus 1.
At 39.
So actually, it was a plus 4, not a plus 2. So it'll be 41 damage.
Very
that it
nice.
takes.
So Pete, in his anger,
Yes.
gets drops, and he shoots out these rays and just burns into this fake stalagmite here, dealing massive damage. Rowan, your turn.
I'd like to move away as well.
Okay, how
Just
far away?
As far as I can. I just think it's 30 feet.
Like, I'm out.
Sure.
Pete does this massive amount of damage. And
You back up to the
immediately
cave wall.
Leaves.
You back
As
up
far
to
as
the
I
cave
can
wall.
away from these things. I don't like them. I can manage it from here. You'll have fun.
Rowan, what are you doing?
So I am going to go ahead and bonus action Misty Step,
All right.
and teleport out of its grasp.
Okay.
And then immediately, as soon as I teleport and reappear, I'm going to go ahead and attack it.
So where are you
with my
misty
sword?
stepping to?
Wherever I was misty stepping to, I would just run back towards it. So I can go up to 30 feet, but
I mean, you could just misty step onto this rock or something if you want.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. If it's a flat surface on the top, misty step to the rock, and I'm going to go ahead and swing with
Swing
advantage for my first attack. Okay, that's a nat 20. There we go.
there you go.
For my first attack.
Roll some damage, sir.
But I have Hex, which is also a damage die. So I get, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I would get my normal 1d6. And then it's doubled, so that's 2d6. And then my hex attack is also
+4?
doubled. It's a 1d6, so that's already, we're at 46 right now.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to do a Bardic Inspiration attack, where my defensive flourish, which is a additional 1d10.
Okay. I would say that is not doubled.
Oh, it's a 1d8.
But
Can
it'll,
you
but it'll be
get-
added to it, obviously.
Okay, so only 1d8.
46, 1d8.
Okay, 46. So there's my 46.
You can do it, Austin. I believe in you.
Okay, we got
It only needs
7,
3 more hit. Like, it's got 3 hit
7,
points.
11, 13 plus 4, 17, and then a d8. Should be that one. What am I at right now? I just lost it. What was it?
17?
17. Plus 8.
Okay,
So
so
25.
25.
Nice.
So you carve it up real nice. Pieces are flying off. Still there, still alive.
Are you
Great,
trying to
I'm
make
gonna use
sashimis?
I'm going to use my second attack
Okay, there you go.
with advantage again because he's still stunned. That would be a 19 plus 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just say the trouble. How do you want to do this?
I
point.
think as I'm slicing and dicing the tentacles, it's starting to loosen its grip on Lee a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the last one, as it's starting to, its eyes maybe getting bigger, like looking
Yeah.
right at
It's
me.
single
Last one,
eye with
flip
no
around.
lid. Is just like
I want to jump off the rock and stab through, straight down through its
Nice.
eyes. It's looking up at me
Yes.
as I and just
Nice.
push all
Love
the
it.
way through it until the tentacles just go limp around everyone
All right.
and everything.
All right. Roll. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Roll a dexterity check now.
A dex check?
Yes.
Oh, man.
dex
Is this
check.
acrobatics or
Sure, I'll give you acrobatics.
perfect? That would be a 23.
We haven't had one in a while. We need one. Yeah, so
Mhm.
you slice down right into the center of the eye, and you somehow kind of contort your body so that as the popping of the eye, you completely miss the congealed mess that flies all around you, and are unscathed and not soaked in eye goo. So
How much eye goo is Lee soaked in from that?
that's
Opposite of where I'm
All-
standing.
So
of
roll
it.
with disadvantage because it's still the restraint is still falling off of you.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Lee,
Yeah,
roll
roll
with
dex.
disadvantage. 2 dex saves.
Do I get
Was it a
acrobatics too?
Is it a
No,
save?
just dex.
Is
No.
it a save?
You can't be acrobatic when you're restrained.
Okay. Is it a save?
It's a save.
You get
Okay.
+2. You get +2 from my aura.
So that is going to be 23.
Okay. Lee is like, and he misses it, so he doesn't get any either. So, all right. With that, combat comes to a close, and you all are left in this platform area. You notice now the bones in the corners and recesses of this little entrance, of this little area, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh.
All right.
But we had some combat.
Yes,
did.
we did.
I just looked at the health points on the side of the stream. Poor Lee and Pete got a little low, didn't they?
They did. I was
Yeah.
planning on throwing out some heals
What's crazy
on
is
the next turn, but
Rowan
So-
didn't get hurt at
Rowan,
all.
yes.
So
Oh,
those were a little bit weaker of these monstrosities.
What?
Especially
What?
considering I played them totally wrong, because you are not supposed to get any kind of check to get out of it when they get hit. When you get
Oh,
hit
it's
with
just
the
supposed to be a
tendril.
straight
Yeah,
shot
you're
against
you're
you.
just if it hits you, you're grappled basically.
Wow.
So,
Gotcha.
all right. Well,
Interesting.
that was fun. We got to have a little combat.
was
we
fun.
haven't had combat in 2 or 3 episodes, I think. So,
I know.
but it's good.
He tried to kill us off on the
You know
30th
what?
episode.
Hey, I could have done much worse. I actually pulled back some damage. I'm not gonna lie. So
I had
'Cause I'm
some.
pretty sure I
I had
would've
some fun
killed
stuff I was gonna do.
somebody.
I
in the first
I
hit.
pulled back some damage too.
Yeah,
I
you
was
know.
gonna hit
Yeah.
the bigger, but
Let's just say that
Seth
its
was
bite
ready
attack.
to one-shot me.
Let's just say its bite attack does 48 plus 4. So
Wow.
that
Yeah.
crit would
I was
And that's it
gonna
for
pull out some of
tonight.
my 3rd level spells because I'm not used to them yet, but I didn't get a chance.
yeah, no, that was
You
fun.
can use some to heal me. That'd be great.
Third
I
would
will. I was
literally burn
planning that. The
everything
start of
he
next
had.
one, I'll go prayer healing.
All right, so
Oh my gosh.
with that, thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you
Yes.
for sticking around so late, Igsley, Abel Garcia. Thank you. Arden Adventure, who was here earlier. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope you
I'm
guys
still here.
have a fantastic rest of your week.
And all you other lurkers.
All you other lurkers, Reborn, our mod extraordinaire.
Yes.
The Mrs. version.
That's right.
Not the male.
Mrs. Reborn. Thank you once again. My name is Seth. You can find me all the places at YFoxSG. You can find the guy next to me in the frame at Dr. Heels.
Oh, yes. You can find me right here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dr. Heels. Also on YouTube at youtube.com/thatboldlife and youtube.com/Dr. Heels.
Perfect. And Austin, where can the people find you?
I am most active currently on Twitter, and that's _AustinLCG. But you can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AustinLCG.
Fantastic. Reborn.
You can find me at all the places. Once I start streaming back up, I'll be here on Twitch. I'm on Twitter, on other platforms, I guess, under Reborn Crusader.
Awesome. And Colin.
And that's where we end.
Yep, then that's it. On Twitter, I'm on Twitter at Colin Kelsey 2, on Instagram at Colin Kelsey Productions.
Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, Noah.
On Instagram at Noah Drew Mathis.
Perfect.
Spelled with an ES, not IS.
Awesome. There are links. Let's see.
And for all of Noah's other handles, you'll have to come back next week to find out about those.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you again for joining us. Love you guys. God bless.